Welcome to our weekly Zoom calls for the Dream Achievers team. I'm so glad you're here. It's just so fun to see some of you here on the screen, Renee and Sheila and Angie, Stephanie, that I spent a couple days with at the townhomes in Alexandria. I'm going to show you a picture in a second. But and I saw the rest of you in Sioux Falls, Hillary and Katie and Rebecca. We were all together with her promotion to gold, and then I know a lot of others, and Becky and a lot of others were on watching Lead Strong virtually. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do victories here in a minute. We're going to talk about some announcements. We are not going to do product knowledge. We'll wait for next week on that. Behind me, I have some of the products, not that you can really see it. Those are some of the products that were in the premier package that we got for Lead Strong. And then we'll get into the topic, which is the highlights of Lead Strong and your takeaways and maybe we'll talk about what you're going to do. So we'll see what we have time. We're going to pack that into 30 minutes. So first, let's start with any victories you might have, big or small, preferably business related. Who would like to start?
I can go. This is Katie. I earned level 1 to Cabo.
Woo! Congratulations. And I think you have a bigger goal than just level 1, don't you?
Okay, I'm in the catalog and I spoke at Lead Strong.
So Katie is not only in the catalog, she is centerfold in the catalog. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Right in the middle, Katie, that's super fun. And yes, you spoke at Lead Strong, and that you're just on a roll, girlfriend. So that's so cool.
Didn't realize you were the centerfold, Katie. Oh yeah.
Okay, and
That is so cool, Katie. We saw your picture and we were happy for you.
Yeah, that is so awesome to be in there. Okay, who else would like to share a victory?
I can share one.
Yes, Stephanie, what up? What's
Hopefully a victory that will inspire somebody else that's been dragging their feet on Amy.
Okay.
I am a beta flunky. I just had too much I was trying to promote. So I started a beta, but I did not keep up with it. It was just too much manual input and stuff at that time. It was right at the end of the recognition year. And then I've just been dragging my feet on it ever since. But if they had a section on it at Lead Strong, I wanted to be more familiar with at least where we were with it. And so I got everything back up to date the Wednesday before Lead Strong. And by yesterday morning, I had already had 50 to-dos done, completed.
That you had completed.
Yeah, it is really easy to do the to-dos once you get it going. I don't know why I was hesitating so long, but I've sent a lot of messages and made a lot of connections that I know I would not have done by any sort of report or remembering that person bought from me from that fundraiser or however they're coming up, at this timeline. Because like the ones this morning were people that haven't bought from me for 2 years. So it's more not so much a victory, but hoping it inspires somebody else to do it.
That's awesome.
Stephanie, did they order from you then and stuff?
I have 3 orders so far.
That's great.
Three
That is fantastic. Do you mind sharing kind of what you sent out, the message you used?
Yeah, so I basically just used the template that they default, but made it more personal.
Okay.
So it sounded like me. You guys know I use word like deets and hey, my peeps. And I made it sound like me, not so formal, but I just changed the template a little bit just as I'm learning, because I still am not super familiar with like storefront or the links and all that stuff. I'm just using it in its basic form as I work through the checklist, but I also knew I wasn't going to be able to help any of my team that wanted to learn it. That's new. So
Well, Stephanie, that's fantastic. And for those of you that don't have Amy, I think we said it's like, what did we say when we were at Lead Strong?
699, but if you qualify, if you do your 50 to-dos, if you're active at the beginning of the month and the beginning and the end of the month and you hit your to-dos, you get a $5 rebate or credit on account or whatever.
Not if you paid for the year, Stephanie, it was like $5 a month.
Yeah, I did not pay by the year. I
Oh.
couldn't at this time.
$6,
So
Rebecca said $6. So
yeah.
anyway, check it out. It's what I liked, you know, we had, I can't think of her name, but we had somebody that wasn't on our team train on it. And Elaine, you look so nice tonight. Anyway, you can do it on your phone, but you can also do it on your desktop or laptop. Elaine was bringing Jill into the, Elaine, do it again. Maybe they didn't see it. There you go, there you go. Oh, God. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so some great victories, you guys. Time for one more. I think we have one more.
I reached out to a couple people who I know are my pound cake lovers since I saw the price was going up $1. So got a couple orders from that. So.
And who is that? Lisa Miller speaking?
Sorry, it was Becky.
Oh, Becky, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it was Lisa. Oh, Becky, there's just so many people on the screen. I must have it set where you don't pop up. Oh, Becky, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing and congratulations on your additional sales. Okay, so let's move on to announcements. Well, I think I could be here for a half hour if I talked about all the announcements. So I'm just going to share with you my number one announcement, and that is the join for $25, right? Join for $25. Keep it simple. You don't have to know everything. You never will anyway. Who do you know that wants to join your TS family, your TS team, and loves the product? Reach out to them. I was talking to Rebecca before you guys all got on, and she's like, I've got like 5 games. I work full time. You know, she's very, very busy. I said, I get it. Get your list together and work in those nooks and crannies, because you can put things on your Facebook page, but you're gonna have to do more than that. You know, it's not gonna just like if I put something on Facebook and said I want to book a party. Hello, and I know Rebecca knows that. I'm just picking on her, but you want to reach out to your people, call them, text them, private message them, whatever you want to do. Right, Desiree? I'm sorry, I'm not reading in the chat, but I saw you put something down there. Okay, so go into my HQ, you guys. I've had a couple consultants message me today. It's like I'm learning as well as you. It's all brand new, and sometimes it's overwhelming. Like that's how I felt today. And I thought, you know what? Whatever. It's new product, which is awesome. Some new things, and that's okay. But just get into my HQ, look at the site list, check out all the new things, and then most importantly, some income producing activities, right? That's a yes, that's a thumbs up. All right, okay. So let's move into our topic of highlights of Lead Strong. But before we go to that, I just have to show you a cool picture. Can you see these people? Yes.
Yay. Love it.
I look like a complete dork. I don't know why I'm doing that funny face, but anyway, this is the 23 beautiful, fabulous women on our Tastefully Simple team that spent the weekend, Thursday night through Saturday, at the townhome in Alexandria. And we just had shades on because it was filled with love. Gosh darn it, we sure had fun. We broke everybody into teams, and we had like Team Stephanie and Team Sherry Wikamoto, and God, we had some really yummy things. I just wanted to share that with you because it was so dang fun. So we'll be doing the same thing next year. And
Holy desktop, Sherry.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
I was just thinking it looks like mine.
I knew someone was gonna say that.
Sorry.
Gosh, oh my gosh, I know it's awful. Okay, so we had an amazing time. So I asked a couple of the gold leaders, some that were in person in Alexandria, some that were not, to either share their highlight of Lead Strong or their takeaway. And I'm wondering if Sheila would like to start, either your takeaway or your highlight. You decide.
Okay, I will go first, sure. Just a couple of things that I had written down. One of the quotes was, "Today I choose courage over comfort." I think that's a great thing to think every morning when you wake up and start your day. Because we all know what happens when you stay in your comfort zone. You're not going to grow from there. So always choose courage over comfort. And then one of my long-term goals that I've had a long time is to do Tastefully Simple full-time. And I've just never really felt like I was in the right place and that my team was in the right place to be able to do that. But things are definitely headed in that direction. And one of the quotes that one of the speakers, I believe it was Tammy, mentioned the difference between belonging somewhere and fitting in somewhere. And she said that belonging is being somewhere where you want to be and they want you, which is what I feel that Tastefully Simple gives me. And fitting in is being somewhere you really want to be, but they don't care one way or another. And that's how I feel a lot of times in my full-time job. And I definitely want to feel more like I belong than just fitting in. So that's mine.
Oh, I better, wow, Sheila, that is the first time I've heard that. What have I been under a rock?
Well, I probably haven't shared it with you. I've shared it with like Amy and Twyla, and but I've probably never shared it with you because it just seemed like it was such a far reach, you know, but things are definitely looking up.
Yes, they are. Did we lose Twyla?
Where'd you go, Twy? No, she's there. I see her.
Oh, maybe I have. Okay, okay. Well, Sheila, that is awesome and so fun to hear. And we filled out our personal action summary and I have a stack here of everybody's. I haven't even had a chance to look at it, but I can't wait to dive in there. So Sheila, thank you for sharing your highlights. I love the courage over comfort. Doing TS full time is looking closer and belonging. I love it. Okay, Angie, do you want to go next?
Sure, I'll go next. So that way nobody else can steal it, right? And so this is something that I had actually heard about a month ago, and it really kind of stuck with me in that our best product is the opportunity for the business. And so I've kind of been changing my mentality and thinking of that a little bit more. And we talked about it again at Lead Strong, and that really resonated with me. And so many people are scared to ask, or because they don't want to seem pushy and stuff like that. And I always just think, you know, we didn't feel pushed when we were asked. And therefore, if you treat it kind of like that, it's kind of a win-win. So I just think about what it's done for me. It's helped me to become debt-free and so many more things. And so it's just kind of an eye-opener to make sure that I share it with so many more people if I possibly can. So
Angie, and I know you will. That's great. Debt-free, and you're sharing that business opportunity like you shared the beer bread.
yes, that's right.
It's true. And for those of you that registered, I think, did you get that from Brittany Vickery? Was she the one that kind of said that, Angie?
I think so. Yeah. I should look on my notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she the initials Inc. gal?
Yeah.
She was awesome.
It was so awesome.
It was fantastic. I'm going to go back in. And she's a good friend of Jill's.
Mhm.
He's the company that did the beta consultant reassignment that Jill decided to follow suit with that. So just a side note, and we're not going to go down that road, but just a side note for some of you. Okay, thank you, Angie. Rebecca, I know Rebecca had a concert. She had, I'm sure, I mean, she's always super busy with her family and work, but did you have a chance to think of a takeaway or your favorite or?
Yeah, so it's kind of watching in and out at work on Friday and in the car on Saturdays was kind of cutting out. But I saw most of Saturday morning, well, kind of uninterrupted, about as uninterrupted as my background was about 2 minutes ago. Anyway, so what I learned is that just take off work for Lead Strong and go to Minnesota or somewhere else because you will learn nothing at your own home or your work. So there's a big takeaway right there. That's what I have rewatched. I started actually writing things down. It's crazy how much I felt like I didn't see, but I saw it, but the second time it hit me differently. So I just encourage everyone to rewatch too. But a lot of this stuff came from the interviews with people on how to train your team and that kind of thing, because I think that's one of my major weaknesses. I'm definitely in the association category and I just pretty much take whatever works for other people and I copy it. Like I'm pretty famous for that. I don't really have a lot of my own ideas. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's not that great, but that's where I'm at. So anyway, from Alicia, I don't know how she says her name, but Groans and Goals. I just thought that was a good way to kind of get everybody into the meeting because I'm sure people would show up to complain. And then maybe you could help turn that around for them and help them set goals. The looking for gaps instead of saying, hey, what should we train on? Like actually go in there and look at what your team is missing, whether it's, you know, they're not closing parties, they're not having parties, they're, you know, we're always missing sales goals for monthly or quarterly goals, those kinds of things. Angie Zawtowski, the brainstorming babes. I just thought that was a great idea. Plus it would keep us better connected. We kind of do that here on a Monday night, but then she also said something called Simply Chatting, and it was one time per quarter where they would talk about sell, sponsor, or lead for 15 minutes, and it shouldn't really go deeply into that, but that intrigued me. And then guest speakers from other teams, which is something that we're doing, but you know, maybe my team, we could do that more, or this greater team or whatever. And then from Eileen Miller, I think that's her name. Does that sound right?
Yep.
I don't know if this will revamp our tastes and trends or if this is something that I'll just do on my team page, but the week of recipe sharing with the daily theme, like that really intrigues me because I love ideas from other people. And I know I don't post recipes enough because let's just face it, it's gone before I get a picture of it when you have a family of 7. But you know, the breakfast one day and then whatever she said, I just thought that was a great idea, and then have a prize at the end. So maybe that could be like an extension of our taste and trends. Maybe do that the week after we get together on that Saturday or whatever. I don't know. So those are some things that just hit me for training. Always looking for ways to just make your team better, help them get better. So
Rebecca, you caught a lot for being here and there and everywhere. Angie talked about the Eileen Miller, which is also Kim Leopardo, and I'm good friends with Kim Leopardo. So we did talk about doing the Facebook for the week after, so we can, you know, are starting on the 26th. So I'll get invited to that, and maybe I'll have a few of you others invited to it as well, so we can divide and conquer. So I wrote that down. So thank you for bringing that.
And we're gonna create our own too, right, Sherry?
Oh yeah, it would be ours.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we could get on and look at, she did one last year. I mean, we could just look and see what she did last year and copy it. No, we'll for sure do our own.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we can look and see what she did. Okay, Lisa Burns and Kim Harris. I don't think Kim Harris is on. I don't see her. She was just coming back from Florida. She perhaps is in the air. So Lisa Burns, who was in Alexandria at the town hall, and just to remind you all, we will be doing it again next year. And everybody's team is gonna get so big that we're gonna have 4 townhomes. So Rebecca, we'll be seeing you there. Okay, Lisa, what would you like to share as your takeaway or what you loved, or I'll just let you share.
Just looking through my notes, one thing that I wrote down is being the fixer isn't my job. That I am to inspire and empower. And I think I try to already do that with my team as far as rather than just giving them an answer, trying to point them in the direction of where things are. Just trying to pull out, showing them the value of our products, the value of sponsoring and the business for others. So that's kind of my focus going forward, is talking more about the value.
Yes, awesome. And it's funny, Lisa, I was just thinking of you today, and I should have taken a picture of you taking in the training on Saturday, laying on the couch. You know,
Hey,
because
my couch mate left, so I got comfortable.
Andrea Loomer was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I mean, I wish I would have taken a picture of you. I mean, who gets to go to conference and you get a blankie on you? And she was laying on the couch, taking it all in, taking notes. So I missed that photo op. Shame on me, but I was just thinking of you today, Lisa. So how very, very fun.
Watch out at Palooza. I might bring my blanket.
Yes, so start looking for flights to Cleveland. And remember, it's not necessarily Cleveland, it's just all the magic that happens inside the conference, just like all the magic that happened inside the townhome that we experienced this last weekend. Well, I'm going to share with you my one takeaway. I mean, there were so many, and I don't know if any of you, I don't know, maybe you don't do this, but I tend to get up and have my phone as my, well, honestly, I don't even have an alarm depending on the day. Like tomorrow I have to be somewhere by 7 a.m. So I'll set my alarm. But like today, I worked in the evening, and when you work out of your own home, I knew I didn't have anything pressing in the morning. So I just woke up when I wanted to wake up, which was like at 7 a.m. But anyway, it was Jessica Pottiger, and she shared highlights of a conference she had gone to on organization or something like that. And it was kind of like, you know, how you feel like sometimes you're working 24/7. And she said, do not look at your phone right away. Do not, because I mean, I found myself looking at Facebook, looking at my email, looking at my text, looking at my private message. Sometimes it's a really good thing. And sometimes if there's a problem or something, what a crappy way to start my day. So this morning I made myself not look at my phone until I had gotten ready. And I even had breakfast. And when I was done with breakfast, then I checked in. So I don't know what the rest of you guys do, but for me, I'm like, that's a life-changing a moment. I don't need to be getting up and looking at all that right now. It meant a lot to me. But there's a lot to go back and listen to. Everybody's going to have a different nugget. And the biggest thing, though, is taking action. And that's deciding what you want to do in February and March and April until the end of the recognition year, however you want to look at it. Maybe you just look at it for this month and then, you know, do that income producing activity, because that's what's going to make a difference. We do have a couple minutes left. Let's open it up for questions. I bet there's some questions out there. Anybody have a question? Before you do ask, I'll remind you, you can order the consultant agreement, you can order cowbugs, you can order everything, but the consultant agreement, the free gift is this, the cool Shake It For, which is so nicely packaged this year. Well, no, I don't mean this year, like we've never sold it, but I love how it's packaged and there's great recipes on the side. And it's like a hard plastic. So that is your gift with the consultant assortment this year. So what questions do we have?
This is Katie. I have one. For the Meet the Founder on Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
So they have to register through that link in order to participate. And then there's drawings throughout it. But then what was like they have 72, if they join in 72 hours after that call, they get something. Does anyone remember what that was? I can't find it anywhere.
Isn't it like a credit on account or something?
I was gonna say, is it a $15 credit on account? You know what, Katie, I'm not 100% sure. I would
Okay.
live chat Tastefully Simple or just help@tastefullysimple.com. You can do it right now. And that way you'll have confirmation.
Okay.
That's right, that you thought there was, I thought there was a credit on account.
I
too.
don't know how much it was, but it was a credit on account for, when they submit an order.
I thought it was like $15, but why don't you can ask if you don't mind bringing it back to the team page, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good question. The goal is to get 100 people on. I unfortunately have a dinner date with my husband, and you guys remember Janelle Crump and her husband, so I will not be on it. But sounds like a great opportunity. So if anything, get on it yourself. Feels very inspiring.
Did anybody make smiling faces? I haven't got to view that part because it's not up yet.
Rebecca, of course they made.
You
smart.
did.
You were on there.
You were on there.
Gotta go check it out because we had to leave early. I missed it.
It's very fun. But I suppose we can't watch it yet because I think they had some glitch for Saturday afternoon because we were talking about that with Katie. So, but they know about that. I was on a 6:30 Zoom call tonight and they'll get it fixed. So stay tuned. Any other questions?
This is Barb. Just an FYI, the Get Social multi-brain post for March host rewards has free shipping listed at $600 instead of at the $500 level. I did get a hold of HQ today, and first I was told that it was a mistake, then I was told they weren't sure. So I would be careful about posting the March host rewards post from them until we get it accurate, because I'm thinking if it's true that it's going up to $600, then they need to make an announcement.
It's Barb, it's a mistake. It's right here in the catalog.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They've either made how many thousands of mistakes on catalogs, or it's just the thing, but I don't want people using it. I went to post it today thinking they had it fixed, and they still don't have it fixed, and they're not giving a straight answer. So
I'm glad you said that because I didn't even notice.
yeah, I mean, I just happened to a hostess that's gonna do in March almost moved her party, or actually canceled her party, and says no, I'm pretty sure. And I actually decided to go ahead, and if she doesn't make it and they don't change it, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover that much of her.
Well, Barbara, I have to say kudos to the gal for actually looking. I have a lot of hosts who
Yeah.
don't notice anything. Like
Exactly. No, she's got this down to a penny. She's already, the party's not until March, and she's told me what she wants to order. She wants to earn for free.
Maybe she should join your team.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
It's like she needs to join for $25.
That's what I'm trying for.
Okay, good luck. Hey, that made me think of one other thing. On Wednesday, there's going to be a bunch of consultants talking on the Independent Consultant Facebook page. And I'm talking at 7, which I was like, why did I say I was going to do that? Shame on me. But it's just one more thing. But anyway, it's like 5 minutes throughout the day, and the topic is sponsoring. So it's a great idea. So obviously you can listen to it live, or you can listen to the recording. So if you want to be inspired on sponsoring, get onto the Tastefully Simple Independent Consultant page on Wednesday the 9th, and you'll hear from some fellow leaders on their sponsoring tips.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think I'm on at 3.
Oh, Angie, that's right. Angie's going to be fantastic.
Cool.
It takes longer to roll out the red carpet. That's why Sherry's early in the morning and then Angie's later.
I'm at 7.
I would have totally done 7, but I have night class. I'm gonna have to polish my tiara, make sure the jewels.
Okay, you said it. You better wear that.
I don't have one. I'm waiting for Stephanie to send it to me.
Oh, dang it, Stephanie. If it wasn't Wednesday, I bet she would. I mean, she get there time.
I need more
Yeah.
time than that.
Angie, that would be epic if you wore your formal from the banquet.
There you go.
For a
I'll be at
5-minute
work, so it'd
Facebook.
be, yeah, be
Yeah,
triple.
that'd be
Uh-huh.
showstopper.
You should do something funny. I should do something funny too, because everybody's like so serious. Here are my top tips. Maybe I'll be on my bicycle. I'm just kidding. Because my topic is fight, like sales. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, any other questions?
I was just gonna make a comment for those who might not have noticed, but now we have value packs for like so you have the almond pound cake went up. I can't remember who said that, but now you can order 2 for a little bit cheaper. And like for expo events and stuff, make sure you're doing that. Yeah,
And
I didn't realize, but all the almond or all the pound cakes are on there.
And your seasonings.
Yeah.
You know what? So not only do your clients save money, but what Angie's saying is when you order for events, you will save money, but make more money. So that's a great tip, Angie. I didn't even think about that. And there is a price increase, as some of you have noticed. And when they shared that with us on the Diamond Call, they're like, well, I guess it's a raise for you because you're going to be making more money. I don't know that it'll be noticed too much. And with the price of absolutely everything going up, I think it's just to be expected. So, hey guys, I'm going to stop the recording just because I like to keep it to